So in this lesson, we will be seeing on how do you actually check in the code from your local system to your Azure DevOps and to GitHub and to Bitbucket. So in our previous labs, we have created a Azure DevOps account, we have created a GitHub account, and we have created a Bitbucket account. And then we have created all the repositories in all these three areas. Now we will be seeing how do you actually check in your code from your local to your particular repositories. So I'm just opening my local terminal, okay, and then I'm actually going to the place where I have my code. Okay, so this is the code that I have it on my local machine. It's a PHP code. Okay, so by default you should actually install Git. Okay, so if you're not sure how do you install Git on your local machine, you just need to go to this git-scm.com. This is your Git homepage, and here you can go to this option of downloads, and then by default it scans your machine and then it tells you to download the Git for your Mac, or if you wanted to download the Git for your particular Windows, you can choose this Windows, or if you are trying to use it for Linux, you can choose for Linux. So in my option it is going to be Mac. So you can actually go to this downloads option, and then for a Mac you can just click on this option and then it says brew install Git. So I'm just using a homebrew option to install Git, and then when you type in this command brew install Git, it automatically installs Gits on your Mac machine. If you are going to use Windows, then actually go to Windows, and then you can click on this setup button. If you see, automatically the Windows exe file is downloaded on your particular machine. Okay, so in my case it's Mac, so I've already installed Git. So how do you check it? I just type git hyphen version, so it says Git is installed on my machine. Awesome. So now what is the next step? I just needed to know if Git is actually being created. So it says like Git is installed, and then when I type git status, it says it is on my master machine. And how do I know like to which repository it is being linked to? I just type git remote -v. So it says this particular repository is actually being tagged to some other repositories. Okay, so now what should I do? I just need to go to this particular repository, and then I just need to click on this clone option. When I click on this clone option, it actually tells you this particular repository of HTTPS and SSH. I just click on this copy button. I'm just going here, and then I'm typing git remote set URL origin, and then I'm just pasting this option. So what it actually does is like it is actually changing the old URL where this repository is pointing out to the new URL which we have created. Now when you actually type git remote -v, you can see the difference. So previously it was pointing out to some other repository, and now after we change, it is actually pointing out to our repository. Okay, so now since it is pointing out to our repository, we just needed to do a git pull, because we already have these two files available on this particular repository. So we just need to do git pull. So what it does, it actually tries to connect to this particular repository, and it asks you for your password. And how do you give your password? When you click on this generate git credentials, it actually copies your username and password. Click on this password and then paste it. Now if you see, it is trying to connect, and then it is trying to do an updates over here. So it says like since it is already having a readme file, it is actually not able to get that. So I'm just trying to remove this readme file, and then I'm trying to pull it again. Okay, okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just trying to do a git status. Okay, and then I'm trying to do git add, and I'm trying to do git commit -n. I'm just giving an initial commit message. Okay, and now what it says, actually we just need to give our username and password. So Git is not able to understand for which username and password it is. So I'm just giving this is my username, and then I'm just typing my DevOps demo 2020 at outlook.com. Okay, so I'm just trying to set the configs and everything. Now I'm just doing git push -f origin master, because I'm trying to push from my local master to the remote master. Now when I try to refresh this page, boom, I'm able to see my all the HTML files and PHP files over here. Okay, and I can see my master branch creator. So this is how you need to actually connect your Azure DevOps repository to your local machine, and then you just need to pull and push it. Now I'm just trying to do the same thing to your another repository, which is your Bitbucket repository. So this is going to be my Bitbucket repository URL. So I'm just trying to do the same thing now. So I'm trying git remote -v, and it says it is connected to my Azure DevOps. Now how do I change it to Bitbucket? Same thing. So git remote set URL origin, and then I'm giving my Bitbucket URL. Now when I type git remote -v, it is now pointed out to Bitbucket. Previously it was dev.azure.com, now it is pointed out to Bitbucket. So now when I type git pull, it is trying to pull the changes from the Bitbucket to your, so I just need to give the Bitbucket password, and it tries to connect, and then it tries to pull the changes from Bitbucket to your local machine. Now I just need to add the same command, git add and git commit -m, and then I'm giving an initial commit message, and then I just need to do git push -f origin master. I'm just trying to push my changes to the master. Now it is trying to push the changes. Boom, my changes are pushed, and when you try to refresh your page, great, so you're able to see your PHP changes over here. Now we'll do the same thing to GitHub. So if you say this is an empty repository, I just click on this option and then copy this particular link, and then I just go here, clear the screen, and then type git remote -v option, and it is now connected to Bitbucket. How do you change it? So git remote set -url origin, and then I'm pasting a GitHub account. Now when I type it from Bitbucket, it is now changed to GitHub. Now I just need to do git pull option as usual, and then I just need to give the password of it. Okay, now git add, git commit, and then git push -f origin master. Now I'm just trying to give the username of it, so it is Subbu DevOps demo 2020, and then what is the password for it? I'm just trying to give it, and then it is trying to push the changes. Done. So now when you refresh this page, boom, your PHP demo option or your PHP code is being pushed. So if you see, for all the 3 repositories, I have tried to push the changes from my local machine to the repositories. So this is how you generally try to connect your remote repository to your local machine, and then you can pull or push your changes. I hope this clarifies everything. So in our next demo, we will be seeing how do you import some other repositories into your particular repository. Until then, thank you.